two vectors, but this time let's use the component method. So let's imagine you were given two vectors, such as we know the magnitude and direction of each. Again, the direction is going to be measured from the positive x going counterclockwise. And we would like to obtain the vector sum c, such that c is defined as vector a plus vector b. Let's see how this is going to work. The easiest way to appreciate the method is to plot them. So I have plotted vector a, I have plotted vector b at the end of a, and now what I would like to do is I'm going to write down the x component, ax, the y component, bx, and similarly the y component of a, ay, as well as the y component of b. Remember, vectors can be moved around all over the plane as long as they don't change neither their direction nor their magnitude, which means that I can move bx from here to here, and I can move by from here to here. Now I know that my vector c is this vector from the beginning of a all the way up to where c ends, which I can also decompose into two vectors, cx and cy, cx being a line along the x direction, cy being a line along the y. This will give me my cx, and this will give me my cy, which again I can move right there. So just from a graphical analogy, I realize easily that cx is nothing else than ax plus bx, and cy is just ay plus by, which means that if I want to add two vectors in component notation, all I need to do is find the x and the y of each component. Then I'm going to add all the x component together, and then I'm going to add all the y component together. Therefore, if c is equal to a plus b, it follows that c is equal to ax plus bx plus ay plus by. In other words, since ax and bx are along the same direction, I can extract the unit vector I, because ax is ax times I, bx is bx times I. Similarly, ay is j plus byj. Therefore, c is equal to ax plus ax plus bx I, ay plus by j. And that's it. Now how am I going to get the ax, bx, ay, by? Using the same method as before. My ax will be magnitude of a times the cosine of the angle, in this particular case 30. A was being given as 3, so I'm going to put 3 cosine 30 plus magnitude of b, which is 2 cosine 60. And similarly, my y component will be 3 sine 30 plus 2 sine 30. And this will be my resultant vector